Hey everyone, you know what? In this microwaved sales society that a lot of us operate in, where we want instant results, we want the quick hit. What separates sales professionals from sales reps? What separates them? It's not the ability to unpack the quick hit. It's not the ability to find the shortcut or the silver bullet. It's about bringing consistency and a cadence around consistency to the forefront. Consistency this week, moving forward, that's your competitive advantage. I want us to think clearly. I want us to think together on this. Consistency, what does it mean to you? Describe it. What words would you use around consistency? Because I believe this wholeheartedly. Your influence as a sales professional does not grow from what you start. It grows from what you finish. Interesting, isn't it? It grows from what you finish. And when I think about this, I think about areas of your work, right? The areas of your work within you becoming or being a sales professional. This is about your growth in your relationships. This is about your growth in achieving your goals. The difference maker in all of this isn't talent. There's a lot of talented salespeople out there that struggle with consistency and they get inconsistent results. They're really smart, talented people that just struggle with consistency. This is about bringing consistency in an inconsistent world to the forefront. This is about your willingness. This is about your willingness to persevere, your willingness to stay engaged when things get hard. This is about your bounce back ability. This is about you staying consistent and holding yourself accountable. This is about you following through when so many of us fade out. This is about you showing up with consistency when the results aren't immediate. Here's something to think about. There's some logic to this, but just follow along with me on this. If you do not bring consistency and discipline to the small things associated with what you do, how can you bring any consistency to the big things, the more difficult things that you all need to do? When I think of consistency, when I think about this in a world that's just devoid of trust, consistent, disciplined actions, along with commitment, build trust. It's about your consistent effort. Your consistent effort's going to compound. And consistent salespeople, they become impossible to ignore. Hey, by the way, my thoughts on this, my belief on this, I believe your clients and your future clients, they smell what you're cooking as it relates to consistency or inconsistency. Because many of you are quitting way too early. We're looking for the shortcut, the silver bullet. Tell me how to get from point A to point B as fast as possible with minimal amounts of work. You know what? That might work for some of y'all. It's not sustainable, I'll tell you that. But again, so many of you are quitting way too early because you bring a very inconsistent approach to what you all do. But those who bring consistency, they immediately set themselves apart every single time. And it's why I, at Selling from the Heart, beat the drum on this. There's such a difference between a sales professional and a sales rep. All you got to do is look at their consistent, disciplined activity. how they hold themselves accountable, the discipline. Because I do know this, your progress as a sales professional, it doesn't reward the fastest. But what it does reward are those people who don't quit. Bring consistency this week to an inconsistent sales world. Consistently do the right things right. Don't finger point. This is time for reflection, not deflection. Your clients and your future clients are going to pick up on all of this. And they're going to pick up on it really fast, and they're going to tell others. Not only going to tell others inside the places you're already working with, they're going to tell others who you're not working with. Because I do know this, and by the way, thank you so much for hanging out with me this week. We're building the movement. I told you every week, we're building the movement around selling from the heart. It's about bringing your true, authentic self to the forefront because your clients crave a consistent, disciplined sales professional who sells from the heart, as opposed to an inconsistent sales rep who is nothing more than an empty suit. Have an amazing week.